Hello everyone, welcome to the Thai Life. My name is Min and today I am so happy to share with you how to do a simple manicure. And some of you are probably wondering like, oh my god, why are you showing us how to do manicure? Show us how to do acrylic. Show us how to do art and design. Hold your horses, y'all. Come on, don't come at me like that. Slow down. Let me break it down to y'all. A simple manicure is very easy, but let me tell you why it's important. If you were a nail technician, graduating from nail school and you got your license, but you know your acrylic application is not strong, you know when you work on artificial nail, you're still not good at it, so you're nervous. So why not give yourself a chance to do something simple? Why not give yourself a chance to do something that you can execute, get paid, get your feet wet, and you can grow from there? You know what I mean? Did you know that the first 2 years in my career, all I did was manicure? I was so afraid to do acrylic, y'all. I was 18 years old. I did not know anything about nail. I got thrown into the industry and I just did manicure because that was simple. But you know what? It got my feet wet. I learned from it and then I grew from that. And that's what I want y'all to think about. By the time we finish this video, I want y'all to be like going out there and be like, hey, let me offer you a manicure. Let me take care of you. Let me put this non-toxic chemical on you so you can grow your natural nails long and earn that money, y'all. You know what I mean? Earn that money. In a manicure, there's 4 things that I focus on: the shape, the cuticles, the polish, and the massage. So I'm going to start out with the shaping, y'all. And when it comes to the shape of natural nails, there's only a few shapes: round, square, and maybe a little bit round the corner. It's hard to do stiletto, almond, and coffin on natural nail unless the clients come in with some really long nails. But that's very rare with natural nails clients. So as I am filing the client's nail, she kind of have like a nice oval shape. I'm just gonna flow with the shape, y'all, because they're short. I can't really do too much with it. You just gotta go with the flow. Even though you're filing with the nails that they're already giving it to you, you gotta be gentle, okay? The filing of the natural nail can be very, very dangerous, y'all. Y'all file too much, y'all end up cutting the client. Next thing you know, they got blood everywhere on the cuticles. They're gonna not want to come back to you. Okay, so be gentle on the file. And you can't file too much because you're gonna ruin the length. That's because the natural nails is very fragile when it comes to the filing. So I just file, take my time and everything. And after that, I put the cuticle softener. If y'all don't know what a cuticle softener, what y'all think it is? Leave in the comment. What y'all think it is? Cuticle softener. It just softens up your cuticles. The terminology is the explanatory, y'all. It's not scientific terms. You know what I mean? So after I put the cuticle softener on, I'm going to go ahead and focus on the other hand, y'all. I'm going to go in with the cuticle pushers. What do you think what a cuticle pusher is? It pushes back the cuticles. Duh. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to push it back. Is this an important process? Hell yeah, it is. Because when you push back the cuticle, you're not just pushing back the cuticle. You're pushing back the dead skin that has been growing on the nail. And if you get clients who haven't got a manicure for years, oh Lord, you know they're going to have cuticles for days. And boy, when I cut those cuticles out, it is so satisfying, y'all. So as I'm pushing back, I'm very gentle, okay? You don't want to go downtown on this. You want to make sure you very light on your hand, push back. You will see the cuticle come back. You don't have to be hard. You push it too hard, that blade that you pushing the cuticle back, it can go under the cuticle and it can cut you. It can make the clients bleed. And I know it's Halloween, y'all, but y'all don't need to finish the manicure with a bloody hand on that client. You know what I mean? So be gentle, have fun. Everything you do in a manicure is all about gentleness. You know what I mean? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead going with the cuticle nippers. You know what a cuticle nippers? It nips your cuticle. That's pretty much it, y'all. I'm telling you, all these terminology in a manicure is so easy to remember, right? So as you're cutting the cuticles, there's a couple things you need to watch out for: the skin and the cuticles. Okay, you got to be good at determining if that's the skin or that's the cuticle. And you only want to cut the cuticle because cuticles are hard, dry, dead skin. When you cut it, the clients cannot feel no pain. But sometimes there are clients with very, very, very thin cuticle line, y'all. They might not have that much cuticle and you'll be like, shit, if I cut this cuticle right here, might as well just cut her skin off and she start crying everything. So you don't do that. There's some clients, you know, I just push back the cuticle. I just cut the cuticle around the nails and I kind of buff it off. That's pretty much. But there are some clients out there, they got cuticles for days, and where sometimes you have to spend like couple minutes just on one finger, boy, they got cuticles from the top, from the side, under their nails. I'm like, how the hell you get cuticle under your nails? That must be some crazy ass hygiene you got there. But hey, it happens. That's life. You know what I mean? You gotta see different type of hands. So as I'm cutting this cuticle, I'm kind of poking at it, pulling it out. But my cuticles skills has been really good. It's because I've been doing it for so long. I love cutting cuticles. It's so satisfying because I love seeing like each time you cut the cuticle, it just build up in the blade. And next thing you know, you see all that gunk coming out. You're like, oh, I'm doing my job. She's getting her money's worth it. You know what I mean? And at this point right here, if you execute the cuticle perfectly, y'all, that is an A plus manicure already, y'all. Because when it comes to the manicure, besides the shape, the cuticle is so important. That is like their number one reason why they get manicured. They don't get manicured because of the polish. You can put the polish on, but you got some thick, fat ass cuticle on the nail hanging and you did not clip it off and you polish it over it, that polish is going to be hella bumpy, y'all, and you do not want that, okay? So be gentle. And here's another trick. If you guys are cutting the cuticles and you notice there's some area on the finger where it's hard for you to cut off, leave it there. Leave it there. And I tell you that why you have to leave it there. Because if you force it, sometimes you end up cutting the fingernails and you're gonna make them bleed. And again, guys, if you accidentally cut the client's hand, and it happens, okay, it happens. You're only human. You're not a robot. You make mistake. You just gotta say sorry. Okay. The worst thing you can do is when you cut the cuticles and you notice that their hand is bleeding and you just ignore it. You pretend like, oh nah, you came in with red cuticles already. You cannot do that, y'all. Don't be blaming the clients because you cut them. Just take accountability and let them know, I'm sorry. Let me add some alcohol and wipe it off. That's pretty much it. So when I told you that there's some area that where you cannot cut the cuticle and you just leave it, this is where it's important. It's the buffing part. You have to use the buffer because when you buff the nails, you'd be surprised, but when you buff the nails, the cuticles sometimes actually go with the buffing. Like it actually buff it off. And that's what I've learned, y'all. Because there are some areas I just can't get the cuticles down. But the buffing really makes a big difference. But when you guys are buff on natural nails, again, everything you do on natural nails, you got to be more gentle versus artificial nails. Artificial nail, it has acrylic as a shield. You can buff as hard you want. You can go ahead and get sandpaper and sand it down. You don't feel a thing. But when you are dealing with natural nail, you buff too hard, you might end up buffing the layer of the nail, and that can really make the nail very sensitive. And you do not want to do that. So after I do the buffing, I'm going to go in with the dehydrator. So y'all probably wondering like, why you need a dehydrator? Well, if I'm going to put gel polish on the client's hand, I want it to last. And sometimes your hand naturally produces oil, and a dehydrator really just takes all that oil base out, right? So this client right here, she doesn't like anything chemical. She also want anything that's non-toxic, right? So luckily, this brand that I'm using is called Madame Glam. They send me like a little kit of their product with a couple colors. And the best part about this brand is that they really focus on like vegan, meaning they don't use animal product. They don't test on animal. They are non-toxic, and they try to use plants as one of their chemical for their solution, which is a lot of generation clients nowadays really wants that. Like you'd be surprised, there's so many people are converting into like non-toxic chemical. And this is why I want to let y'all know why a manicure is important, y'all. And if y'all really feeling what I'm saying by now, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. And if you're new to it, trust me, you're gonna be very happy that you found me, because I'm going to teach y'all everything I know about this industry, and I'm going to make you laugh at the same time. So I'm going to go in with the base coat, and you guys all know a base coat is like a clear coat that you put on the natural nail. Why do you need to put a base coat on? A base coat, technically what it does is it seals up the natural nail so that the gel polish can get onto the base coat, and it just seals it. It's just for strength and protection, y'all. But one thing you need to know about the base coat, it is a clear solution. Don't just grab a big ass paint of base coat and just drop on the nails, y'all. I see people do that all the time. They just the fact that it's clear, you don't think the client's gonna notice. The clients won't notice. But what you're gonna notice is that when you start drying it up, and you got like residue around your cuticle, you got like the base coat around your cuticle, more likely it's gonna be peeling off very fast, yo. So don't do that. Everything you do, you gotta lay it perfectly right on the nail. Prevent all solution to be dripping onto the skin or your cuticles, okay? The things that I am opening up right now is called gel pudding. This is new to me too, y'all. I have never polished anybody using gel pudding. It's technically like gel polish, but it's less liquid. It's like a pudding. It's like a foundation. It's really thick. I have to go in with this brush right here that they gave it to me. The only problem that I did wrong in this process is that I did not prep my brush, meaning the brush was a brand new brush. And you know, sometimes the brush when it's new, it's kind of hard on the tip. I should have soaked it in with maybe some acetone or maybe some monomers just to loosen up the brush, but I didn't do that. What I did was I just used my finger and I kind of like softened with my hand, acting like my hand has some kind of soft oil base or anything. But anyways, so the way this pudding works is that you get the brush, you dip in the pudding, and then you just kind of paint it on the client's nails with the brush, y'all. The reason why I didn't do the prepping of the brush very well, and I noticed that, is because I'm brushing it, you can see like the streaks of the polish, and I didn't like that. So I was having a little bit hard time on my first pinky, you know. But the best thing about doing nails, guys, is that the more you do, the better you get. So when you guys are testing out any type of new product, your first finger that you're doing on is always going to be harder. But then once you get that finger down, the second one, the third, four, five, six, etc., it just gets so much easier. And so my first coat of applying this gel pudding, I was having a hard time because I wasn't sure like how I would apply it. So you know, I keep brushing on the nails, keep brushing it until it looks good. And the thing about this gel pudding right here, my recommendation is that I think this product is good for home remedy. Let's say you're a client and you don't have time to go to the salon, and you say, hey, I need a quick fix on my nails, but I'm not good at polishing because the polish always drip on my fingers and my cuticles. This is where the gel pudding comes in handy, y'all, because it doesn't drip. Like I said, it's a pudding. It's like a dense polish, and where you just brush it nice and slowly. As you can see, I'm getting better as the fingers keep progressing, right? But I keep brushing it. I get close to the cuticle. I try and have multiple strokes just to fill up the gap. But one thing you guys need to know too is trust the process. But this pudding right here, I don't really think it's gonna be popular in a salon, because in a salon environment, their goal is to be fast, quick, get you in and out. This pudding does take some time, y'all, especially if a lot of nail techs are new to using this pudding. You guys gonna have a problem using it, and it's gonna slow you down. But this client right here, I was very happy. I was able to try on her, and she had a lot of time, so we just kind of worked at it. It took me like 1 hour to do this whole manicure, including some of the designs that I'm gonna put on her nails. So after I do the first coat, I cure it for like 60 seconds under the lamp, and then I'm gonna go in with the second coat. And here's the best part about the second coat, y'all. It really covers up all the streaks. It really covers up like the whole base of the nails. And I was being very happy at this moment. At this moment right here, I was like, okay, okay, okay. I'm getting down with this. But again, I feel like this product is good for home remedy. But that's how simple a manicure is. You clean the cuticle, you got to execute the polish nicely. Because even if you clean the cuticle nice and you're not good at polishing, it's like the finishing touch. It's like you can have a beautiful set of cars with nice interior, and then the paint job just didn't do it right. You know what I mean? So same thing with a set of nails. So focus on the finishing touch of the manicure is the polishing, because you know the cuticle is good already. You did that part, you're moving on. So as I'm getting into the second coat, I'm just focusing on getting all the nail base to cover up. I'm taking my time, I'm working it. And you know, this client right here, she said, look, can you do some Halloween design? I'm like, yeah, sure, on your natural nail. And she was excited, because a lot of nail tech out there be like, oh, I don't work on design natural nails, I only do on artificial nails. That's not true. That is not true. You are an artist. You can draw on any type of platform that you can. It's all up to you. If you want to do, you can make it happen. That's my belief, y'all. I don't believe in I can't. I don't believe in like I won't. I believe that I can do anything if I put myself, my soul, my spirit into doing it, y'all. So here I am. I'm gonna draw her a spider web, and I'm gonna just draw her. It's a simple thing. And the thing about natural nail clients, y'all, they're not gonna ask you for too much on their nails, is because they don't have that much on their nail. They just want something simple so that they can enjoy the holiday or maybe enjoy their nails. But as you can see, spider web and a ghost is a simple thing. But that's pretty much it, y'all. And after I do all this design, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end it with a massage. And when you guys do the massage, literally guys, that's what the tips is gonna start growing. Like, you can do the shaping, the cuticle cutting, the polishing, and they will just pay you for that and maybe give you like a couple bucks in tip. But when you end it with a good massage, like when you give a good massage, you know how you get a good massage is when the client's like this. Or they just start rolling their eyes, or they just start like putting their head back on the chair. That's when you know you're giving a good massage. You know what I mean? And that is like the cherry on the top of a manicure, y'all. So trust me, focus on the shape, the cuticle cutting, and then polish it really nice for them. And if they want design, give them the design. And be honest, if that design is only for long nail, let them know. If you can do it, you can't. If you can't do it, you got to be honest. Because if you just like tell them that I can do it and you can't do it, it's going to be a hot mess, y'all. Just, believe in yourself, but make yourself work smart. Don't work hard. You know what I mean? So after I do design, I'm going to go ahead and put the top coat on. Everything I use on her is all non-toxic chemical. It's really good for her natural nail. She was really happy because she's in medical field, y'all. And medical field, they are very strict. So they only able to do something on their natural nail for temporary. But at the end, y'all, this service right here is so important for you to offer to your clients. It is so important for you to say, hey, let me take care of you on your natural nails. And if you guys love what you guys been seeing, and if you like what you guys are learning from me, give me a thumbs up, y'all. That's all I'm asking for. And please give it in the comment. Like, if you like the video, say something about it. If you want to learn something else, let me know. I will respond to all your comments. I will help you out. But my goal is, y'all, is I just want you to be successful. And the top coat that I put on is a white top coat, so I'm going to wipe it off with alcohol, y'all. But other than that, if you are not new to the channel, I want to say thank you for your support. I appreciate y'all. And look at those nails, y'all. Those are on her natural nails. She was loving it. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe right now, y'all, so you can get more content of me. I will make you laugh, but I also will make you learn. You guys have a good night. Stay blessed. I love y'all.